Jamaica, the Reggae Boyz will host the Trinidad and Tobago, the Soca Warriors, for the second time in 3 days. The teams meet at the National Stadium in Kingston starting at 7 p.m. Jamaica time. That's 8 in the rest of the Caribbean. Now, the first game ended 1-0 for Trinidad and Tobago, who will be looking to complete the double over their fierce rivals. Our presenter Mariah Ramarak and reporter Brian Pitta are currently at the National Stadium to help us preview this fixture, and they're dancing to some pretty nice music inside the National Stadium. Mariah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ricardo. Brian and I are here. You know, the music, the vibe at the National Stadium is really, really good. The fans are just entering the stadium, and as Brian, as we saw the Trinidad team, they've already warmed up. I saw the Jamaica team just walking off the pitch. So talk to us about what you saw.
I mean, they just came up for a quick look around. I don't think they're going to start warming up in about probably the next 15 minutes. But yeah, fans are just starting to come in. There's a few in the grandstand here, and I'm not sure if the viewers can see, but there's a few in the bleachers as well. So I guess we're anticipating a good match tonight.
Well, I know you were at Montego Bay, lucky you. A lot of concerns coming out about the pitch. What did you notice differently about today's pitch versus what you saw?
Well, there's a stark difference between the field here at the National Stadium in Kingston and the field at Catherine Hall Sports Complex in Montego Bay. The pitch obviously wasn't good. Coach Hal Grimson and Coach Angus Eve alluded to it after the game. They didn't go in depth because we know the state of most of the pitches in Jamaica.
Yeah.
But it's something that we have to deal with, and we had to deal with it there on Saturday. Some of the players struggled to control the ball. It kind of disrupted the play a little bit. So hopefully with a better surface here at the National Stadium, we can see a bit more, a better play, better passing of the ball, and just better performance overall.
Well, what I will say for sure is, you know, the fans are trickling into the National Stadium. Brian, whenever Jamaica is playing, I'm the first one to represent, I'm the first one to support. Today will be a bit different though.
I can understand why.
The Soca Warriors, they're coming into this one with an advantage. There will be a boost in confidence, seeing that they won that first game. That goal coming from substitute Rayon Moore. I think he's going to start this match with a lot more confidence, and you know, his captain Joven Jones and company will feel like they can come to the National Stadium and beat Jamaica. Yeah,
I mean, they have something to prove. We're fierce rivals. They have not beaten us since 2013. So the last two times that we played them, we've beaten them before the last game on Saturday. So they want to come here, two friendlies. They want to come away with both victories.
I love how you're saying they and them. That's me and mine.
Yeah. That's the Jamaican in me, so you have to understand. But I understand that Trinidad and Tobago have something to prove. They haven't really played much football over the past few years, so they're coming here with, I guess, a bit of chip on their shoulders, trying to show up a Jamaica team that consists of players such as Omar Hodges, who plays for Chelsea, Whisper, who just signed for Chelsea, or Jamaica Premier League players who have been playing for the past 18 months or so. So it's really something for them to prove, yes.
Based on what you saw in Montego Bay, you know, with the fans and whatnot, the matches, as we said before, it moves to Kingston. We know how the Jamaica football-loving public turns up. Do you expect in the next half hour the stadium to be filled with fans?
Not filled, but I do expect a good turnout. As I said, the field here is much better, so the game, I believe, will be much better. I'm anticipating probably a high-scoring game because there were a lot of chances.
Who will be scoring those goals that you're talking about?
I think both teams. I'm hoping for a Jamaica victory, you know, of course, but I think overall it should be an exciting encounter between these two here today.
All right, team. So as we told you before, the stage is set. The fans are just getting ready, probably just getting off work, slowly trickling into the National Stadium. What's for sure is the Jamaica Reggae Boyz will want to walk away with a win. They would not want to let the fans down at home. So Brian and I will be doing our very best, of course, get the interviews for you, you know, build a vibe here, so that tomorrow when we report to our viewers, we can show them what they missed out in case they weren't in Jamaica.
Mariah, one quick one. Who are you supporting tonight?
I bleed red, white and black. Only when it's Trinidad playing, I support Trinidad and Tobago. Any other time, Jamaica, you have my love.
Oh, I'm supporting the Caribbean and good football. I see your team, Manchester City, got a big win today with some help from the officials. You must be quite happy.
We got a good good win today. Congrats to my team. Thank you for that, Ricardo. And I recognize I wasn't able to see you, but as you told me, you're rapping for Manchester City today in that shirt. So thanks a lot.
You're welcome, Mariah. All for you, not for City. Take care, have fun, enjoy the match at the National Stadium.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, Mariah Ramarak and Peter Lance at the National Stadium, and you could see the massive difference in the look, at least, of the surface. It was horrible in Montego Bay on Saturday, but already the National Stadium field looking quite pristine. Is this the National Stadium field? Oh, it doesn't look so good up close, does it now, Lance?
Yeah, it looks good from far,
Yeah,
but far
did.
from good.
Wow, wow. The shots we saw earlier looked really good, but these close-up views give a different impression, but still a much better surface.
Without question.
Than what we saw in
And I agree with
Montego
Mariah
Bay.
and Brian that I think the game tonight will be a lot better technically than the game that we saw on the weekend. And may the better team win. Yeah. I think Hallgrimsson would be hugely disappointed if he loses twice to T&T in home fixtures. So I think there's a lot riding on this game for the Reggae Boyz.
Yeah, can I go a little bit further than I did on Monday, Lance, by saying, based on what I saw of the surface in Montego Bay, I don't think an international match should have been played on that field.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. And it's you heard Hallgrimsson talk about it a few weeks ago when he heavily criticized the quality of the playing fields in Jamaica. He even went as far as to say that if Lionel Messi came to Jamaica to play football, he would end up being quite an average player because of the surface that he would have to deal with.
Yeah, I don't know, Lance, if your mom or grandmother would say, have you ever heard the term don't care?
Yes.
Means don't care?
Yes.
It's almost as if after the coach speaks about the poor surfaces in Jamaica, and then you go and play an international game on that surface in Montego Bay. It almost feels like my mother would say, you don't care. You don't care. You don't care. We take a break. Interactive coming up.
Stay with SportsMax on YouTube and follow us on all social pages for updates, news and entertainment.